trying to work peak on biceps. And you got two heads of the bicep. You got the inner head and you got this outer head here. Everybody does. That's why they call it bi. And when you work, you also have this muscle here that I don't have very well developed. It's the brachialis, not the bicep. The brachialis is in between. And it sits right across and underneath the bicep. And it works, it's in parallel with the bicep. And it works while the bicep is being worked. And the more you get, because it's connected, the bicep is connected up here to the scapula. But the brachialis is tied to the same tendon down into the forearm, but it's connected right here to the humerus. And so it's that two-joint, one-joint concept again that you always want to look for, because it really helps you identify and isolate when you work different muscles. If you want to work the brachialis, you have to isolate the bicep. Now you ask yourself, all right, I got a two-joint muscle, which is the bicep. It's going through this joint. It's going through this joint. I've got a one-joint muscle, which is the brachialis. It's only going through that joint. And so I'm going to somehow deactivate. Remember donkey calves? When you bend over like that, you got the gastrocnemius, which is a two-joint muscle, and you got the soleus, which is a one-joint muscle. That's why if you want to work inner and outer calves, turning your feet in and out like that means nothing. And they've been saying that for years. Actually, they're not saying it much anymore. Now they're starting to understand that to work outer calf, or soleus, which is a one-joint muscle, you bend the knee, which deactivates the two-joint muscle. Does that make sense? Biceps, the same thing. If I want to work the brachialis, I deactivate the bicep by getting up here. Now it's in slack. It can't do the work. The only thing that can bend my arm now is the brachialis. The brachialis is the muscle that gives you peak, because it's laying right under these things and it pushes the bicep up. So when we get over here and we're starting to get the elbow up in that position, we're getting peak. And you can see how that gives you peak on your bicep. And with that pad right there like that, when you get done, then you can do the bounces down here just to get the extra pain. That wasn't supposed to be funny. So you do as many as you can up here. And then you finish off down here, the bounces. And you got this nice thing spread out here across your chest, so you're not losing your breath, which is one of the things that happens with the Scott bench. You just run out of breath on it. Here you can do it as long as you want, and the pain stops you rather than losing your breath. Closer in